One of my clients said something to me recently that I haven't been able to stop thinking about. I was explaining to her how I've built my team of AI agents and it's monitoring her campaigns, analyzing the data, keeping the content flowing, analyzing customer sentiment, finding new ways to develop products. She said, I don't understand a word of what you just said, but thank you. Honestly, that's the best review I've probably ever received because it means I'm doing my job properly. She didn't need to understand it. She just needs her marketing to work. And that's what's happening. If you run a product business or an e-commerce marketing brand, you probably know the feeling. You've got a website, you're doing some social media, you're running paid ads, you've got an email list that you've maybe sort of using, but no, it could be done better. The blog content isn't aligned with the strategy of your SEO or your emails or what's selling. The ads are running, but nobody's checking them every day or checking how the whole daily sales went before they went to bed that night. Every time you try to get a clear picture of what's working, you end up with 5 different dashboards, but no real cohesion, no answer. And you've got the data, but you don't know what's happening with it. The frustrating part is you know this, you can feel it, but you've got a life to live and customers to serve and kids to drop off to school, and you don't have the time or the headspace to fix this because you're just running the rest of your business. Let me tell you what happens when somebody is a client of McKee Creative, because it's probably not what you'd expect from a marketing agency. I don't just hand a content calendar to a client and wish them luck or send a monthly PDF full of graphs that they don't understand and don't tell them anything useful. I don't have a team of juniors cycling through the account. It's me. It's one strategist. I manage everything: paid ads, email, SEO, content, website fixes, business strategy moving forward. The obvious question is how? How does one person do all of this? The answer is over the past year, I've just quietly been building something that I think is genuinely unusual. I have a team of AI agents running inside my business, 8 of them. They have names, they have specific jobs, and they're working around the clock. One of them monitors every client's Google rankings first thing every morning. If something drops, I know about it before my client does, which is always a good thing for me. Another one handles the content, writing, optimizing, publishing. It's all based on the SEO findings. It's all on brand. It's aligned with the strategy. Others watching the ads performance and then catching problems before they become big problems, which is fantastic. I built all of this from my home office in the Whitsundays on a computer under my desk. It's not some enterprise platform that I'm licensing. It's a system that I've designed specifically around the way that I work for clients and what they need. The key thing is that my clients don't interact with any of it. Most of them barely even know that it exists. They just see the results. Their rankings are improving, their revenue's growing, their content's going out consistently. The campaigns are being adjusted on time, efficiently. The ad spend's being used well. The client that I mentioned at the start, she runs a fashion brand. She's brilliant at what she does, designing products and customer relationships and seeing trends before they're sort of apparent to everybody. But the nuts and the bolts of the digital marketing, she'd rather not think about it. And the key is she doesn't have to. That's the beauty of this. It's the beauty of the way I've worked right through since 2017. But now with the power of the AI team, it's just amplified. So she just needs her marketing to be handled by somebody who knows what's going on, and it runs beautifully. I want to be straight with you about something because I think the AI conversation right now has a bit of a credibility problem. Building this system was really quite hard, genuinely hard. I spent months cycling through things and things breaking and scheduled tasks working and then silently failing. Agents kind of wandering off, doing their own thing, having to be pulled back and harnessed properly. It's working beautifully now, but you've got to know how to fix this stuff. Agents will say something very confidently and just be completely wrong. So I'm telling you this because the version of AI that you see on the media, ask ChatGPT a question and get an answer. It doesn't run your business. The gap between using AI casually and having AI do real work inside a business, it's enormous. It took me the better part of a year to get this system right. And I'm still refining it every week. There's so much more I want to build, and it's just a matter of balancing costs with running the agents at good quality, with the reliability and what's working for clients. So I'm adding a little bit every week and just loving it. I don't say that to impress you. I say it because I think you deserve to know what's actually behind the work. When you hire an agency, you're hiring their systems, their tools, their judgment. This is mine, and I've paid for it in hours and failed experiments and a lot of muttering at my screen. But the result for my clients is that they get the benefit of all of that work and without carrying any of the weight. It's not an add-on. I'm not charging them extra for this. It's not an upsell. It's just how I operate. It's baked into the service. It's not something I build as a standalone thing for other clients either, because it's just too much headspace to maintain for someone else. But for the brands that I'm operating with every day, it's beautiful. It's working lovely. So what does it actually mean for somebody who works with me? It means your SEO isn't a thing that someone did sort of 18 months ago on your website and it's just left to starve. It's monitored daily. Your content's going out regularly, targeting the searches that your customers are actually querying in their chat GPT, or if they're still using Google. When something shifts in the rankings, it's responding really quickly to that. It means your email list is not gathering dust. Not only are your campaigns going out based on data of what's working and how your customers are thinking, but your flows and automations are being revised just constantly to keep the performance up. The strategy on your email is connected with what's happening in your website and in your ads. It all works together beautifully. It means your campaigns on your ads aren't set and forget, which they never should be anyway, but having a second pair of eyes with my AI agent analyzing the ads is fantastic. You know, I've always been in there physically at least twice a day in my clients' ad accounts, just checking how things are going and tweaking where I need to tweak, coming up with new ideas. But to have the AI agent analyze more deeply as well means that the volume and quality of what I do can increase even more. So it's just been fantastic. It also means that all the pieces are talking to each other too. My agents are talking to each other. They're sharing the data that they gather so that everything's informing the next task. The SEO strategy informs the content feeds the email supports the ads. The blogs also support the ads. The system's not disconnected at all. It's what joined up marketing looks like. It's what most small businesses never actually get. They tend to have either an agent that specializes in one thing or a bunch of freelancers they're trying to juggle, and the freelancers aren't really sort of talking to each other in enough detail to get the quality of marketing output that you need. It just hasn't been something that small business budgets can normally achieve. So I've just found a way to do it with a different kind of team. This ties into what I say, build a business to support who you are and how you work. And that's exactly what I've done, and my customers are benefiting now. So if any of this sounds familiar, if your marketing feels scattered, if you've been wondering if there's a better way, there is. It doesn't require you to learn anything new or add anything to your plate. You're already busy enough. The link's in the description. It's not a pitch, just a straight conversation about where your marketing is and what it could look like, if you let me look after that for you, if someone's running it as one system. So I'm Jo McKee. This is The Jo Show, and I'll see you next week.